What's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Hey Girlfriend. You feel me? Okay, I'm back with another video. Today's video is gonna be about my book collections, the few books I do have. Like, my goal is to get a bookshelf full of books that I've actually read. Like, I don't just want it for like an aesthetic. I actually want it to be books that I've actually freaking read. So, you know, when someone pick it off the shelf, like, have you read this? And I could be like, yeah. But I actually do like to read when I do have time, or when I feel like it. I'm not gonna act like I read all the time, because I don't. But I really do like to read. It's not like I hate it. It's just like sometimes I'm like, I'd rather just watch The Office with the Friends right now. You feel me? Anyways, let's get right into it. Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna start with our poem books. Well, my poem books. Okay. This is A Brilliant Madness, okay, by Robert M. Drake. This was a good book. This was a good first poem book for me. I thought it was mad cute or whatever. It was cute. It wasn't everything to me personally. Like, it was cute. It was cute. Period. Next one. Okay, all my next poem books are going to be by R.H. Sign or Sin, however y'all want to pronounce it. This is Whiskey, Words, and Shovel. Okay, period. Like, let me read y'all something. Okay, you know, something not too. Let's see. If you don't love the way her eyes squint when she smiles, or the way her lips curls when she laughs, stop wasting her fucking time. And period. Everybody take fucking notes. Write this down. Write this down. So this is again Whiskey, Words, and Shovel, the revised edition. Shit. Okay. As you can see, like, revised, like, yo, he went all the way thick with this. Like, he added more stuff to it. Okay. Hate the process. It takes too long to realize that you're no longer good for you. Shut. This one says, from the start to finish again. Just when I reach my end, you return expecting us to begin again. Hey, y'all need to stop it. Period. Okay, we're not going to continue to do this. Okay. This is his This is the second one, because he got a lot of Whiskey, Words, and Shovels. This is the second one he made. Ooh, this one's good. This one good. It's called Fantasies. She's an angel with a filthy mind. Sorry, I'm slamming my books down like that. I do love them. This is the third one. You feel me? Okay. Yeah, I really do love his poem books. He has released probably like 2 or 3 more that I do not own, and I will collect them all like Pokemon. Okay? I will collect them all. Okay, gods. Good women are godly. Period. I seek the Lord Jesus Christ himself. Okay? A silent thought. You're always hurting me, and yet I'm always the one apologizing. And that's me, period. I always say sorry no matter what. And I hate myself for that. Because I'm just like, girl, like, what you saying sorry for? Who? Why? A struggle of mine. It's only human, you know. Sometimes we don't see things for what they truly are. We see things for what we want them to be. And this has been my struggle lately. When you want love, you see it in everything, even when it isn't there. Yeah. Resting in mourning. Okay? Period. This is a good one too. Let's see what I have in here. Oh, we didn't pass. Oh, no. Okay. A type of love. I think our demons were the same, so we decided to search for heaven together. I think that's so cute. Like, y'all come together and just be like, you know what? We've both been through some things. We struggle, but we just gonna find happiness with each other and within each other. You feel me? Okay. Peace maintained. There's a certain amount of value locked within every word you speak, and you will find that most people will never be able to afford an argument with you. Practice silence. Cultivate peace. Raise your standards and say nothing to those who hate below you. Period. Too many of us are out on social media, like, shouting out to the haters, like, yo, I see y'all seeing my page or liking my pictures or stalking it. Like, why are you so pressed that they're watching it? You shouldn't even be pressed about that. You should be minding your business. Like, who cares who's watching you? Who cares who's liking your picture? Who cares who's hating on you? Like, yo, focus on the love. Like, the people who just want good for you. You feel me? Like, come on now. Come on. But this is his wife, okay, Samantha King. They got married. They so cute, okay? So hers is my truth. I lost everything trying to do right. My sanity, my hope, and eventually the will to keep trying. That's what's shameful. Wasn't the way you loved me, but the way I loved you. You could never match what I gave, and deep down, I always knew it. Oh, don't we know it? We know it, but yet we still staying there thinking, they're gonna change. They're gonna do better just for me because they said they love me. I'm the one. Progress. So often we are defined by what we've done and the mistakes we've done. For once, I would like to be measured by the steps I took today rather than the footprints of yesterday. Y'all, I feel like I'm in Love Jones right now, reading poems off the stage. Okay, period. This is the thickest one I have by him. Okay, period. A beautiful composition of broken, because I was broken. I was truly broken. Among the living, I went on living even when I felt like I couldn't anymore. Even when I felt like I didn't want to anymore. That hits home for me, because personally, like, I'd be ready to... Ooh. Removing you, screaming fuck you into the wind on a chilly night. The moon is full as I empty myself of you. I love me a good poem, you guys. I love me a good poem. Okay, next. This was the first ever self-help book I read. You're a badass, okay, period. If anybody knows, like, this is a good starter to a self-help book. A really good starter. Like, I feel like this helped me with a lot. It says, life is an illusion created by your perception and can only be changed the moment you choose to change it. Not filtered. This is my favorite self-help book ever. Okay, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Okay, this nigga, he was doing something. He was doing something. He said, remember, pain serves a purpose, okay? Let me see what else I highlighted in this book, because he was really doing, like, after I read the You Are a Badass and this, it really made me see, like, self-help books, I guess, you know, self-evaluating books differently, because, like, some of them just be like, you gotta look in the mirror and be like, I'm good and I'm great and everything's gonna be okay. And it's just like, I'm not gonna sit in the mirror every morning trying to tell myself that, because I can't personally. For me, it may work for some of y'all, but it's not gonna work for me, period. Okay? Improvement at anything is based on thousands of tiny failures, and the magnitude of your success is based on how many times you failed at something. If someone is better than you at something, then it's likely because she has failed at it more times than you have. Soak that in. If anyone is worse than you, it's likely because he hasn't been through all the painful learning experiences you have. Okay, girl boss. This, oh my God. I read this book and I loved it. Like, it showed a girl realistically. Like, I love this book from one fact that this girl, she didn't have everything figured out by the age of like 18 or 17. Like social media shows us nowadays. And just like the show Friends, nobody had nothing figured out until by the time they was like 30. You feel me? Which is realistic. Like, and it's okay. If you have things figured out by 18, that's cool. 20, that's cool. 25, great. 30, great. Okay, nothing's wrong. Like, everybody has their time and place for them to grow or be great. You feel me? And she did that. She did that. Like, reading her story was just everything to me. It just put everything in perspective. You feel me? Think and Grow Rich. I think anybody who's trying to be like a self-entrepreneur, okay, business person, they should read this book. I got the one that's forwarded by Steve Harvey. You feel me? So, you know, he kind of like put his own little words into it. You feel me? But this is a good book. Like, honestly, it puts a lot, a lot of things into perspective. You should just get your whole fucking life together when you read this book. And they have like different like tests and questions and evaluations that you should have for yourself, like that you should answer at the beginning of the book and at the end of the book. Like, I think it's everything. Like it says, no man is ever whipped until he quits in his own mind. The fact will be repeated many times because it's so easy to take the count at the first sign of defeat. Okay, period. Money of itself is nothing but inherent matter. I said that wrong, obviously. Okay, they become great leaders because they were intelligent followers. Key, intelligent followers. That means they were allowed, like, they allowed themselves to be humble enough to learn from other people and not, like, get all cocky with it and just be like, no, I could do this by myself. I don't need to learn. Okay, with few expectations, the man who cannot follow a leader intelligently cannot become an efficient leader. The man who can follow a leader most efficiently is usually the man who develops into leadership most rapidly. Boom. Mind blown. Okay, this one's called Show Your Work by Austin. We're not gonna pronounce his last name, but this is a real cute read. Like, I love it because he has like little like pictures and graphics that he like draws in the books or whatever, but it's not cute read. I mean it's like a quick read. Okay, like trying to be an artist at itself is just hard. Like trying to put out work and like how to put it out, and this just helps you like how to show your work as an artist. Like he was a good one for this. Like starting to come out, like he was a great. And I got his other book. It says Still Like an Artist. This is the one this is the one I posted on my Instagram talking about art is theft. Okay, and I'm gonna read you another little quote. Okay, immature poets imitate, mature poets steal, bad poets deface what they take, and good poets make into something better, or at least something different. The good poets wields his theft into a whole of feeling which is unique, utterly different from that from which it is torn. T.S. Eliot. And I feel like just him pinning, like integrating that little poem into his book says everything, because it's just like everything you see like with fashion and with hip-hop and with just anything artistic, it's being repeated, but it's being pushed out as a brand new version. Like they're putting a little twist, a little spin to make it better than it was, and saying, this is my own. And that's all it is. All these creative ideas are stolen. They literally see somebody with it or see somebody in the past with it and say, you know what, I'm gonna make it into my own, make it even better. Okay. Oh, here's another one. I have stolen all these moves from all the great players. I just try to do them proud, the guys who came before me, because I learned so much from them. It's all in the name of the game. It's a lot bigger than me. Kobe Bryant. Okay, period. Like, still like an artist, you guys. Still. Okay. My Friend Fear. Honestly, this was not my favorite reads. This is not my favorite. I just like it because of the pictures, but it ain't really do nothing for me. You feel me? This one's called How to Be a Boss by Lily. We're gonna say Sing. Yeah, I haven't really read it yet. It's just been sitting on my shelf, and we're just not gonna talk about it right now. So okay, next book is called Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. So it's really, I love this book so much because it's really like a well-researched book on like introverts living in an extrovert world. Like it explains like different types of cultures and how they act as introverts, especially with like the Asian cultures, and how they adapt to like the American society and all that, which is cool. How introverts just like live normal day-to-day lives, normal jobs, and how they just adapt. Like, it's just everything. Like, I thought this was really good because I consider myself an introvert partly, but also an extrovert. Like, I feel like I'm a good mix, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'm confusing my shyness with introvert. Do you feel me? But when I'm in public, like, I'm real, like, you feel me? But yeah, I suggest, like, everybody read this book because this is such a good read. Like, such a good read. Oh my god. I promise you, these are my favorite books towards the end. Okay, The Power of Habit. This book, well researched, like well documented, everything. Just it teaches you a lot. Even okay, I don't even know how to explain this book. Like, he goes from like speaking on people's stories to research. So he'll start the chapter like speaking about somebody's story, and then he'll go to some research that he found, like experiments and whatnot. Then he'll go back into the story, and then back into the experiment, and back into, and intertwine it all in one, and it makes sense at the end. You're like, wow, like you connected the dots for me. Like, you gave me example and a story at the same time without losing me. Like, okay, he says, we not all gonna get this unless you read the book. Okay, whether selling a new song, a new food, or a new crib, the lesson is the same. If you just a new something in old habits, it's easier for the public to accept it. Okay? Easier for them to swallow it. His second book was called Smarter, Faster, and Better. Okay? Great book. It was such a good read. Like, I feel like now I gotta reread it. Like, I gotta reread it. So I'm gonna read a little something for y'all, okay? Period. So y'all can get a little taste, a little lick, a little kiss. You feel me? But he was like, people like Darlene who are particularly good at managing their attention tend to share certain characteristics. One is propensity. Okay, you know what? We just gonna forget all that. Okay, so we just gonna these people. Okay. So we just gonna start here. These people tell themselves stories about what's going on as it occurs. They narrate their own experiences within their heads. They are more likely to answer questions with anecdotes rather than simply responses. Well, rather than simple responses. Y'all, I can't read. They say when they daydream, they're often imagining future conversations. They visualize their days with more specificity. Fucking bitch. Specificity. Specificity. Y'all. Specificity. We just gonna call it that. Than the rest of us do. Psychologists have a phrase for this kind of habitual forecasting. It's called creating mental modes. And I feel like that hit home with me because I create those mental modes. Like, I'm always like in my head. I'm deep in it. I'm like, okay, this is how this is gonna work out. And like, I imagine conversations before I even had them. Like, who I'm gonna have it with, what I'm gonna say, what they might say, how I'm gonna respond. Like, that's just me. Okay, for period. Okay. Boom, boom, bam, boom. Save the best for last. The autobiography of Gucci Mane. Okay, period. This book I feel like has opened my eyes out to a lot. Like, I've said in my old videos, or one of my old videos, that I didn't get into like hip hop, R&B, all of that type of pop, any type of music besides Christian songs and stuff. I was like middle school, didn't really learn about them till high school. So you feel me? Like, this has opened my eyes to a lot because I didn't grow up, like, I grew up in the suburbs, you guys. I really did. So I didn't know nothing about any of that type of life. Like, my parents grew up in New York, so they knew about that, but I really didn't. So this has opened up my eyes to a lot. Like, it has put a lot of things in perspective. And I'm just like, yo, like, he's become an inspiration. Like, I wish more artists, especially like rap artists, like, wrote books so we could see things from their perspective and what they've been through and how they got there. Because I think it would just help. Like, it just helped. Like, that's the end of my book tour, okay, you guys? Those are all my books I have on my shelf. I definitely need to go back to Barnes & Noble. So, yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video about my books. I'll see y'all next time, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, tell your friends, your mama, your daddy, your aunt, your uncle, your parole officer. Do you feel me? Like, all of them, okay? Period, okay? See y'all later in the next video, okay? À tout à l'heure, au revoir. Now, ciao, okay? Bye.